Hey, this is Red Rose here to announce the discovery of a most amazing book, the author of which happens to be one of my new Facebook friends. I had requested his friendship and discovered he was an author only because he put a simple link up on his wall, nothing more. So I followed the link and found this crazy, wild, amazing book. Anyway, this is the kind of book that is meant for all of you who are not afraid to explore all those unknown, tucked away little nooks and crannies of your baser instincts that are somewhere in your brain that only come out when you're in deep sleep into the wild dreams that you have at night. This is that kind of book. For those of you who are happy reading romance novels and all the mainstream stuff, I would say this is probably not for you, but if you're willing to try something new, maybe you need to break out of your comfortable little sleepy type of reading. Anyway, the name of the book is Prozac, Ecstasy, and the Wrath of Global Warming, the cover of which has the artwork of an amazing artist by the name of R. Mutt. It is also illustrated with R. Mutt's work. Let me see if I can bring up one of the drawings. I'm not sure what it's about. Looks like something out of a dream. Something skull-like. Something rock-like. Something like it's buried in layers of rock. I'm not sure. Something egg-like. And something that looks like Hitler in there. Looks like a middle finger too. I don't know. Something really bizarre. Anyways, on the back of the book it says, "Take a disturbing journey into the mouth of madness, but beware. The truth is often stranger than fiction. Prozac, Ecstasy, and the Wrath of Global Warming attempts to rationalize the absurdity of life in contemporary American culture. Through distorted commentaries that are often muddled and contradictory to the point of absurdity, we catch a rare glimpse into the inner workings of a deranged psychopath. Zilver's narratives often disintegrate into hate-filled diatribes targeting everything from government conspiracies to minorities, Hollywood celebrities, religions, and everything in between. In a drug-induced paradigm where fantasy and reality merge into a strange paradox of narcissism, self-loathing, and redemption, Prozac revels in the repudiation of the malevolent hypocrisies of American propaganda by exposing the frustration of individuals posed against the faceless bureaucracies that control this country using language that is naturalistic, satirical, and surreal. The path of our narrator is often confused, disturbed, and seemingly terrorized by inner demons that render him psychologically impotent. His language appears both deranged and schizophrenic in order to portray his deterioration into insanity. Prozac descends into a mad rant painting, a horrific portrait of life in this new frontier. Is this book a deconstructionist satire of fascism, racism, and organized religion, or does this book harbor a more sinister agenda? Read for yourself and decide. You can find this book by going to Abraham Zilver, that's spelled with a Z, .com, and not really sure what it cost me. I don't remember. Let's see if it says anything on here. Nope. I bought it off of Lulu.com. The link on his site will bring you over there. It wasn't very costly, but whatever it cost, anyway, it's worth every penny. And let me read what looks like a preface to this book. Prozac, Ecstasy, and the Wrath of Global Warming is a sprawling first-person deconstructionist inner dialogue where truth is nothing more than a social construct. It is postmodern in that it is fragmented, indeterminable, and displays a distrust of all universalizing worldviews and power structures. It is a worldview that denies all worldviews told from the perspective of a narrator that is a composite of any number of conspiracy theorists and sociopaths. He is losing his grip on his sanity. But the joke is that many of his theories horrifically have the virtue of being true. The emphasis in reading such a narrative is to make your own truth, not to decipher it from the text. The intended meaning is left to the subjective interpretation of the reader. All creativity is in your hands and your relation to the contradictions within. If you find it racist, then you may be racist. If you find it insane, then you might be insane. It is a mirror facing the world. It is like looking at the Declaration of Independence and realizing that the words, "All men are created equal," were written by a white slave owner, and that it was meant to exclude women and people of color. This book was written and should be read as pure solipsism, the inability to know anything outside of one's own mind. And then he has in here a quote by William Shakespeare, or William the Shaker of the Spear, shaking the spear against the darkness of ignorance. I think that was Athena who did that. "I will do such things, what they are yet I know not, but they shall be the terror of the earth." And then it says, "A descent into madness for nobody." And then there are some symbols, and then there is a little saying on top of a six-pointed star, and it's in Greek, and I went through and I think I have the meaning. I might be wrong of one of the words, but I'm going to read it what I think it says. It's "Memories of a life, time near the center of conflict." And then we have the pentagram, 2 points upward, with a quote over that, and it says, "What do I think of Western civilization? I think it would be a very good idea," by Mohandas Gandhi. And then the book goes on from there. And each chapter starts with a page with larger print. I don't know if you can see this. And a piece from the drawing that precedes the chapter. So, this is going to be a book that I will read. As soon as my voice is strong enough, I'm going to read this book on ustream.tv/RMAR1957. I should start reading this in a few days. So for those of you who have been following some of my readings, you can go there and you'll find that this book will be started there in a few days. Not sure what day that's going to be, but check back in 2 or 3 days. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy the book.